Well, everyone, the iPhone SE 4th generation, as most of you probably know, it's going to be a pretty big development of a device. This phone is pretty much going to be one of the cheaper phones Apple's going to be making next year, and this is going to be a really big difference, right? I am going to be a really big fan of this, and there's another really big change that was basically stated of what was going to be happening within this particular device too. So it's looking like, for the most part, the iPhone SE 4th generation, we're probably going to go through and basically get another big upgrade for the camera. So it looks like on the back side, we are now going to get a 48 megapixel rear camera. So this is something that's actually very, very cool and very awesome to have inside of a device like this as well. So basically being able to go through and get a device like the iPhone SE 4 that's going to be giving us a very high megapixel count from that camera side, I think is going to be a really big thing to keep in mind. And I personally, for me personally, if I'm going to pick up a device, that is essentially a really, really nice thing going on for that type of device at the end of the day. So that is without a doubt a really nice thing going on for that type of phone. Now it's still going to be going through, it's still giving us a 12 megapixel camera on the front. I don't think this phone is going to be giving us any sort of, Face ID or anything. I think it's most probably going to be Touch ID in the power button. Well, there are also reports stating that the iPhone SE 4 could feature somewhat of like a 6.1 inch display, some sort of technology like that. It is going to be OLED, it's not going to be LCD. We're going to be getting a USB Type-C port on that device. And the battery size of that device is still going to be roughly around, the same thing as the iPhone 14s. So the fact that we're going to be able to go through, get a device like that, and still be able to get that type of feature set, I think is a really awesome feature. Now, on top of all of those things, this device is still going to be giving us 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is a massive increase from the predecessor. Previously, we had like 4 gigabytes of RAM on the iPhone SE 3. So now being able to go ahead and upgrade that over to basically 8 gigabytes of RAM, that is in and of itself a really, really big thing. And I'm generally, I'd look at that as like a really big upgrade, because that could also mean this phone is going to be getting Apple Intelligence. And if this phone ends up getting that, that is also going to be a really big upgrade for this phone too, because the iPhone 15 doesn't even have Apple Intelligence. And if the 14 Plus is still there, then the 14 Plus is not going to be having it either. But it's gonna be crazy, because we're gonna have a cheaper phone that's going to have more features than the more expensive phone. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what ends up happening there. But in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.